All the content on this channel is for education or entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. Always remember to conduct your own research. In today's video, I'm going to be running through my US income portfolio, which is my YieldMax portfolio. You guys have now seen my portfolio, and it was just the start. And now most of that has got the ball rolling. Happy with the progress this week. Dividends got paid yesterday, which was Friday. Today is Saturday the 20th of September. Now we're going to get into the portfolio and I'm going to show you exactly why I'm really happy with it so far. This is my US YieldMax portfolio. The current value is $45,185.32. The total profit last week was 0.9%. The profit this week is 4.4%, and that is $2,000. 14.31 cents. Now this has compounded the dividends this week, and you'll see they're generating some good money now, and I want to show you in this portfolio review how it's working. The yield is 59.49%, and the annual payout is $26,238.32. All the holdings are in the green now. There's not one asset that isn't up on total return. YMAG, I've got 600 shares of YMAG, for example. It's up on a capital gain, $510. We've been paid $289.92 in dividends. And then we've paid taxes of $43.48. So we're up on a capital gains. We're up on dividends on YMAG. Next up, we have YieldMax, which is 1,200 shares. Then we're down on a capital gain basis, minus $96 only. But the dividends that are being received are $924.98. We've paid $138.75 in tax. So we're nearly level on a NAV basis on YieldMax. ULTY has been the worst one for a capital loss. But this week, ULTY has actually caught a lot of upside, which I am surprised to see, which is absolutely great. We have 2,500 shares. The dividends received are $1,427.30. The taxes paid are $214.10. So we are up 2.93% on ULTY, 4.42% on YieldMax, and then 8.4% on YMAG. Those are the baskets that I hold so far. So right now we have the single stocks after. These ones tend to outperform if the underlying asset does well. So far, I've not seen that because I've only got a really small allocation and the assets haven't done that good so far. So NVIDIA, we have 100 shares. We're up 2.41%. We have a capital loss at $85 and dividends received at $148.25. Taxes paid at $22.24. But as you see, I'm actually up. The dividends actually cover the NAV very well. Now, whether this happens in a bear market or not is a totally different thing. But while we're in this bullish environment, these seem to be working well. Better than any UK assets that I know of. Up to now, these assets are working well for me. So next up, we have the YieldMax Meta ETF, which is FBY. We have 100 shares. We're up 2.22%. Capital loss, $54, and dividends received, $107.86. Taxes paid, $16.18. So we're up again with Meta, 2.22%. The next up, we have YieldMax Netflix Options ETF, 100 shares, NFLY. We are up 1.82% still. We have a capital loss of $43. The dividends received at $87.09 and the taxes paid at $13.07. So as you can see right now, everything is up. Everything is outperforming. On total return, the NAV isn't down so much. The dividends cover the NAV. As a little experiment, I've got to say it's going well so far. And if they keep the NAV actually stabilized like most of these have for now, while you get paid those dividends in this bullish environment, I can see these working very well. In the past, I've had quite a lot of questions asking how I actually keep track of all my payouts, my dividends, and my portfolio snowballing each month. I use Snowball Analytics. It pulls everything into one dashboard so I can instantly see my cash flow strategy is really working. If you want to try this for yourself, I've got 10% off for you. Just use my code CashflowKing below. Links in the description. All right, let's jump back into the portfolio review. So as we can see, yesterday was payday and I have $1,078.32 sat in the account. And this tends to happen on a Friday. We don't have any losers. Everything is up in the portfolio. Everything is gainers. Let's have a quick look at my dividend calendar. So as you can see, dividends get declared on a Wednesday. Ex-date is on a Thursday and then payment date is on a Friday. So on this Friday, we had YieldMax, Netflix, ULTY and YMAG all pay yesterday. And then next week, same scenario, all the weeklies. So let's have a quick look at the calendar then. As we can see, we're averaging around $2,200 per month in dollars. The annual income is $26,180. And things seem to be going well so far. But one thing I do want to say, I am not reinvesting the dividends into these at the moment. What I am doing is putting them into a growth portfolio. So the dividends aren't actually being reinvested. They're going into the growth portfolio right now. And what I have noticed is I've been drawing these dividends out and putting it into a growth portfolio just in case I didn't want to see the same scenario in income shares where the NAV were falling, the payments were falling, and I've reinvested all the money. I wanted to put that money separate so I could see it actually going to work. But that being said, I don't think this is going to happen with these. But I'm happy with how I've compounded my wealth so far. And the target is only $50,000 per year with this portfolio. So I don't want to push the annual income too much to start with. I'm happy with the way it's going while I'm growing my growth portfolio at the same time. But one thing I do want to say, I've been drawing the dividends away from this portfolio and the value has been the same, if not gone up. So these are looking pretty good in a bullish environment, I've got to say that. So as we look so far, August, dividends received was $1,483.18. That came from ULTY YMAX, NVIDIA, YMAG, FBY, and NFLY. And then September, so far, we've still got a week left. It's only the 20th of September, so we're a little over $2,000 this month. But September so far, we've got $1,502.22 coming from ULTY YMAX, YMAG, NVIDIA, FBY, and FLY. So as we can see, we want 50,000 annually. Just everything the same. We'll get there in a yearish time, which is great. Don't want to focus too much on the goal, really. So look at this little article. As you can see, YieldMax has declared a weekly dividend of 13 cents, enhancing income potential for investors. Dividend payable 12th of September. And what happens is, if you go on Twitter, YieldMax will post every Wednesday the dividends declared, which is great because then you can see what is paying what. You can put your money in before next day on Thursday. I really like how things are going so far with this portfolio. I didn't have that much high expectations to start with. I wanted to see how it was with being US products, but things are going well so far. If you look on a NAV basis, we're down 1.22%. So we have a capital loss of $543, but the total profit is just short of $2,000. So the dividends have covered the NAV loss by 3 times at the moment. So capital loss of 543. Dividends received are $2,985.40. And then the taxes paid are $447.82. So we are up on a total profit on month 2 of 4.47%, which is great. I think this portfolio is going to beat the S&P if we're in a bullish environment, just like it is. We're up 1% against the S&P year to date since starting this portfolio. And it'll carry on doing that if we're in a bullish environment. I'm not sure how this portfolio will act in a bearish environment. It's going to be bad news, but while we're in this bullish environment, I think things are looking great. If you look at YMAG, 8.4%, YieldMax up 4.4% on the holdings performance, ULTY's up 2.9%, Nvidia 2.4%, FBY 2.2%, and NFLY plus 1.8%. All things looking great so far. Make sure you leave a comment because I do reply to all the comments. I read every single comment that is there. People need to let me know. Do you want me to show you how to do this? Let me know below. And also, if you have any questions on any topics to do with this, I'm happy to answer them. You can join our Discord on the link below too. We have a lot of great investors in there. And one thing I have just found is if you go into report on Snowball, you can see your total profit per month as well. I think this is a great addition. As you can see, look at this, 0.22, 0.13, 0.77, total profit, 2.5, 22. 125, and then the total profit for September so far is 1.9%. This is great to see, actually. I think I will start using these in the portfolio reviews. So then you can see how much profit you're actually making per month. Really, really good to see that. Right, guys, that's the end of the video. If you are also interested in seeing an interview with me and Mike Coe from YieldMax, it's a really great video. If you are interested in YieldMax products, it's on your screen right now. Thank you, guys. See you in the next one.